last we left our heroes,
quote-unquote heroes.
we got into Tinkodran.
I'm a sweet fucking treat.
Vibed around, parked our cart and horses and stuff, and then argued about street layouts because Mitch is dumb and doesn't realize how the colors work. And then we went to Hammerfell's parents. Huh?
Said Sonny doesn't know how colors work either.
True.
I'll be quiet. I'm sorry.
True. He doesn't. Can't see color. Crazy. We went to Hammerfell's place, and his mom is missing. And then it's spooky. And then so is his other sister maybe. But we met one of his siblings, one of them, and then we met another one who was a rebellious teenager, 4chaner. I don't remember who the other one was.
She's not a 4chaner.
Henry James M. Meredith II, Samson, and Luca.
Signing's dad is apparently a big shot now, and Signing isn't, and that makes me sad.
That make you sad or that makes Signing sad?
I'm supposed to be the big shot. I am supposed to be the big shot.
Big shot.
Well, stop being stupid and doing stupid things.
But, it is what it is. And he said he was going to talk to us. Changed his mind. Apparently, he's too busy with the protests or whatever that's going on with some subterranean expansion that is kidnapping people. There's robots in town, and we went to the funny protest, or Hammerfell did, and saw his sister there, and was like, what is going on? And then she's like, they're kidnapping people. We went, oh, okay. And so we've teamed up, and we're gonna go kick their ass.
Well, we're gonna kick ass if we need to, but we're going for Hammerfell's mom/sister.
Not to hurt her.
Probably gonna kick
to rescue her.
Yeah, to rescue her from the below the city.
Give back Mama Hammerfell.
It's a pipe or something.
It's a weird circular enclosure that had a cylindrical space that was then closed and is now flush against the ground.
She's the nicest mom we have.
I imagine it's like the funny spin close cycle
we haven't
closed.
even met her.
It's the only mom
you see
I have.
Like the cycle closed doors that you saw in like The Incredibles or whatever. Someone will know what I'm talking about.
Actually, pretty similar to that.
Thank you.
Currently, you all reside within the Broken Blade Inn. A couple of mediocre musicians spin out to tune in the corner. The room is not very well occupied at the moment, but as you are getting into later hours, people are coming in a bit more. You were sat there with M. Hammerfell and your entire troop. You left your cart at a stable earlier in the northwest area of the more focused trade ward, and you're all currently sitting there waiting for night to actually come, as the sun is still still in the sky, and you're all waiting for nightfall.
I have a question for Hammerfell/Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Did we inform the whole party, but I mean your sister, about the locating of your mom under the...
Yeah, that was...
Okay.
Hammerfell had a conversation with her first.
Yeah.
And we are all very attracted to
I
M.
thought so. Okay. I thought we did. I just had to clarify because I didn't want to be the one to be like, oh, anyways, so we're gonna get your mom, right? Be like, wait, what?
Yeah. He told her when that was the thing that actually got her on board.
Was the protest thing, right?
She was already kind of already whatever.
Well, she's already Viva la Revolution, but now she's super for the revolution.
How are you guys all doing on? Clearly, a couple of you have magic stuff, but you all set? As good as you need to be for this?
Hold on, what you got?
I don't have anything, but there's a store here that deals in that trade.
Oh, that means money. I don't have that.
Well, I mean, I do, and no, I do.
Yeah, but you don't spend it.
Well, I might, big time to do it. not like all my life savings or anything, but
We get to use the wallet. Celira,
I got
Hammerfell.
something to sell anyway. So
I think I'm all right.
If you do want to go, it closes before sunset, so we'd probably have to leave
all right,
now.
Simon's getting up.
Let's go
Okay.
All right.
It's called
shopping with our new friend.
It's called Angels and Devils. It's
I prefer angles and devils, personally.
Angle and Devil.
and sure. I don't think. I don't
I
think
didn't say
she.
that in character.
I don't think she cares too much.
I did.
What you call it, but
Celira is giving a very confused look. Which, to be fair, she does that a lot.
That's just the Celira standard.
But
I'm here, I'm beautiful, and I'm confused.
yeah, let's go see what they got at least.
No, it is angels.
she's got some good. I'll show you.
Angles, ponies, horses. What's the difference?
Angles are for shapes. Angels
Celira?
are the celestial
Celira?
beings.
Celira. Sarcasm.
All right. So
Carry
Takes
on.
you over.
where?
If I over to this
Thank you,
building.
though.
As you approach, you can see a fairly colorful tile of roof. Each individual tile seems to be a differing color that ranges from a very, very dull red to a incredibly bright and vibrant purple. The entrance to the shop is two glass windows that come to the center at a beautiful purple wood door. And as you kind of look in, you can see there appears to be several weapons on display at the moment. But there does appear to be behind a shelf that has a little hanging door that can be put up. Behind that, you could see an individual currently stocking shelves. You can't really see them too well from behind, but they are currently stocking shelves in there, and the door seems open.
Open the door.
That's
It's
just
locked.
Celira.
No.
Knock!
Are you knocking?
Does the door open?
Yeah, the door opens. It opens, and you hear a kind of strange. It's almost like as if you hit a doorbell, like a bell that rings as you open the door. But instead, there's no bell, and you just hear doo doo as you enter the store. Getting the attention.
We're in Fantasy Walmart.
Getting the attention of the owner, you see her
Presto?
turn around. You see what appears to be a very dark coloration of face, gray. You see eyes that appear bright and vibrant, almost angelic. You also see spiraling off from the head two horns that curl in front of the head. Wearing a suit without a jacket, just the vest, the undershirt, a tie, and some slacks. The woman greets you and says, "Well, hello. How can I help you?"
First, I want to know if the chime that sounded when we entered is with a
You with
spell.
Sensor or alarm, probably.
Do you have make an Arcana check?
Yeah, I just want to know for sure because I can
Is
do the
Celira
alarm
with
spell,
us?
and I want to think about that.
But as you enter the store, many of the items on display appear to be simple enchantments, especially obvious to you, Celira. Those on display appear to be either +1 or +2 weapons, which allow them to hit harder, but no real special effects. The thing on the door, as you look, it does not appear to be a spell or enchantment. There appears to be a kind of device, a metal device that is just pointed at the door. And if you like move your hand underneath it, it goes doo doo. And if you move your hand back, it goes doo doo.
She's gonna do that for a little bit.
Apologies.
Sorry.
No,
No,
break.
How does this work?
Perfectly.
For once, I'm proud of Celira.
This is a little spot of technology that was lent to me by a friend. It allows me to know when people are coming into the store without having to have the upkeep of a regular bell.
What spell is this?
It's not a spell. It's technology.
Is the spell stored in the box?
There's no spell.
How does it know then?
She looks forward for a second and she goes to say something, but then seems kind of stumped herself. I'm honestly not too sure. But if you're looking for magic, if you look over to my wares over here, you'll find that I have a grand selection of magical items. M is kind of the last one in, says, yeah. Hi, Embers. She says, hello, M. Are you requiring another magical weaponry for another gladiator fight? Says, no, once again, stepped away from that a while ago, kind of lying on the hands. Well, when you come back to your senses, you can patronize me once again. Says, yeah, but guys, this is the place. We've got a lot of available wares here. She has the simple stuff up here, but I know that the best stuff is behind the counter. The individual introduced as Empress kind of nods and says, well, yes, I suppose that would be where my best wares are. If you see anything that you like,
Can you spell it?
feel free to look. Embers, Imbres.
Oh, I thought so.
Totally
They
wrong.
seem like a tiefling, or
Make a nature check.
nature. Me.
Yeah.
I'll make them for both of the me's.
Sure. Anyone who likes can make this check, by the way.
I clicked it, I swear.
Those are 12s. There appears to be tiefling blood within, but it doesn't seem to be the entire makeup of her genealogy.
Nature.
Nature.
Come on!
Salira, you're able to also identify the tiefling blood. However, Alistair, you are able to recognize that they are in fact half tiefling, half ASMR.
I really want to know how their parents met. I want to hear that story. I'm quitting this campaign so we can tell that one.
Wait, what do you mean? First, are you confused by that? I mean, a tiefling and an ASMR meet, and they say, hey, let's make a baby. And that's how that happens.
Are you
I'm not
more-
saying that. That was an American accent.
I'm.
It's Empress.
Yes. Miss question mark Empress?
Yes.
I was curious if is this more of a pawn shop of magic items or just a sell them?
Well, I'm happy to buy. Of course, you'll get better value for your items if you take store credit, and I do intend to make profit off of every purchase I make.
Gotcha.
But I'm happy to discuss the possibility of buying wares, yes.
Sonny will like reach into his pocket and pull out a vial with ash on the inside. And he'll just say, how much will this go for me? For install credit, I suppose. It is the +1 blood will vial.
Yes. Rather impressive item you have here. Sort of smile comes to the face. How much did you buy it for?
Sonny would know. Mitch does not. I believe it was.
I think it was 600. I think I have the magic.
Sonny will say 750. Sonny will say 750 gold pieces.
Aim high, Sinian. Swindle.
Of course he is. What are you on about? It's Cynian.
Right. Well, I'm likely to buy this off of you for. It's used. 250 gold pieces.
Install credit?
In store credit, I could offer you 400 gold pieces.
Well, let's see what you got first.
All right. Let's leave this on the table and see what all exchanges come up.
Yep. He says as he puts it in his pocket.
Okay. Anybody else looking to sell anything before we get to what all is behind me?
Wait,
Wonderful.
hold on.
What?
Telepathically to Reasoning. Can we sell Paragon?
That is, you get. He can't respond to your telepathy, right?
Nope.
You just get back to his telepathy of just like a person doing like the big X with their arms, like no, stop.
But it's probably expensive and super rare. He'll say that out loud.
No.
And the minute she touches it, it's gonna
Just
be like,
telepathic
hey, I'm
communication
evil.
because,
Huh?
Is this telepathic communication? Because if anything is to be kept secret, I could simply cover my ears. I understand this business can be rather shady, and things need to be kept under wraps sometime.
I love her.
No, it's a thing that we found in a tomb somewhere.
It's
I am very
Bad.
interested in things found in tomb.
bad.
Curse?
It's like super old. It does.
Yes.
It does want to.
It has a person inside of it.
In
that is
a
evil.
way,
Oh, sentient.
It wants to kill everyone.
Yes.
It wants to kill everyone.
Unfortunately,
She's very
I
talkative.
am not in the market of buying sentient weapons. It kind of feels a bit unethical, like buying a intelligent being. So,
Saying like mutters under his breath, like, do you know anyone who it is?
What about a book?
No, we can't sell that either.
what book?
Nothing.
Never mind. They said we can't sell it.
All right, that's perfectly fine. But feast your eyes, and as she kind of does like a thing where she like starts pulling the curtain to separate the wall from behind her, but it gets snagged. She has to, one moment, like has to undo it and then start pulling it open again, and then curtain separates. It's very flary and really not
she did her best.
yeah. But on the wall, you could see what appears to be a sickly-looking great axe that is constantly dripping with ichor.
Is that
That's like my third favorite
familiar?
substance.
Familiar?
Yeah? That feels familiar.
I don't believe so. You had a sword that was constantly dropping
Oh,
blood.
that was a sword. All right.
Mhm.
I couldn't remember. I remember we had
so bad.
we had something that bled too much.
But as you look at the drops, they fade like almost out of existence, like halfway before they reach the floor. These strange drips. Also on the wall, there is there's a folded up mat that is also constantly dripping, but this is constantly dripping like blood. Beyond that, there is a what appears to be a crystal ball. There's also a very garish looking spear, a simple spear. There is what appears to be a chunk of amethyst. There is a very strange looking set of potions. Some of you who have bought healing potions before can identify some of those as healing potions, but there's also differing colorations of green, brown, silver, and purple potions within here. Moving forward, the item that seems to be on its own on a display is a very beautiful looking greatsword. It is
I like that.
the blade appears to be platinum, but the guard, pommel, and handle appear to all be made out of sapphire.
That's
These are my best
beautiful.
wares. I've got a couple of things I'm working on, but not quite finished. I take commissions, though those will go on the bottom of my list without a hurrying fee. Anything catching your eye back here?
What's the sword do?
The sword is a rather curious thing that I came across. It is a weapon that was found rather left. I'm quite unsure of its origin, if I'm completely honest, but it was found in an empty field near, checking my notes, within the grounds of the Luothan Empire before it became claimed by that governing body. As for its
Okay.
capabilities, it is
Okay.
it is a bit more of a thunderous boom to attacks made with it, and it is also guided. And along with this, it would it allows you to evoke a great howl that punctures the ear of the unsuspecting.
Mm. So it's loud,
Oh, definitely.
and you found it in the field.
Oh, yes. I didn't find it, to be fair. It's one of my collectors.
Can I touch it?
Sure, by all means.
Do you have anything that might make me a bit harder to hit if we get into a fight?
I do. You will see over there, points to what appears to be a couple of armor stands. There, she's pointing to, like, armor that is definitely too heavy for you. But then she points, kind of like a little bit leftward. You can see there is like a folded up piece of garment there on the counter. If, that would perhaps be of use to you.
How much is that a cloak? I'm gonna go over and look at it.
Unwrap it. I like to keep it out of the sun. It doesn't have any wear on the enchantment or the medals, but it definitely allows it to stay pretty.
I'll unwrap it.
You unwrap it, you can see what appears to be a beautiful chain shirt. It is very interwoven, and you immediately recognize it as Elvish. Elvish make. It's incredibly light for what it is. It
Need
is
any proficiency to
elven
wear it?
chain. It does not need any proficiencies. She explains this in flowery terms, but
I'm sure.
for your purposes, it would give you AC 13, but it's a +1, so AC 14, and then plus your dex to a maximum of 2.
So,
So
it'd be up
if
to 16 AC.
just by without having to mage armor or anything.
How much is this?
For that particular piece of garment, it would be 1,600 gold pieces.
Might be a bit out of my
Not
price range, but that's beautiful. I'll remember that.
Let me know if it's if you ever come back. It's been sitting for a while, and I'm definitely looking to sell it soon.
Could you sell it for less?
No, that's all right.
We're doing it.
Celera looks uncomfortable but doesn't say anything.
22. No, I do like this group you brought in, M, and given that you've been referred by a somewhat loyal customer at a time, I'll give you 100 gold pieces off the garment.
I'm asking Celera how much money you got.
It's all right.
That's not a number.
It's
Do you by
not
any chance-
terribly polite to talk about these things. I'm sorry.
Do you by any chance purchase raw materials that are used for magical purposes?
I certainly could. What have you got on you?
Well, I have this, and he will pull out a rather large sapphire that is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
Give me a moment. I have a friend who I could contact and come look at this. That'll take a little bit. Anything that I could do for you in the meantime. But before you answer that question, just a moment. She like
A
puts
word
her
from
hand
our
to her head
sponsor.
and looks down for like 5 to
Raid
10
Shadow
seconds
Legend.
before
Wait, how much is that? Is that
refocus.
sapphire worth?
1,000
1,000
pieces.
GP.
5,000? Okay, never mind.
No,
1,000.
1,000.
Oh,
Not
1,000?
5,000.
I mean, if they can't take it, I can use it.
Oh?
What?
I got a spell that requires a jewel worth 1,000.
Ooh, well.
But in the meantime, how can I help either of you?
We'll talk about it later. So there's this amethyst here? What's it do?
That is rather curious, rather curiously acquired. I come from a land called Inithara. Have you ever been?
Yes.
Can't say I have.
No, I've heard many tales. That's where my family originated from.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure your family boasted of the kinds of dragons that occupy those lands.
Well, not exactly, but they boasted about the tales of slaying such things.
Interesting. Well, from what I've heard, and from what I have ventured, there are dragons both chromatic and crystal and gem and all kinds. Not so much in the metallic range. Those haven't been seen in quite a while. But
Solera looks
But
into the camera like she's on The Office.
nosebleeds. But this came from the horde of a particularly nasty amethyst dragon. This is an amethyst lodestone. What this allows you to do, it has a variety of uses. It has a certain amount of magical energy that is hard to say. So let's say like it has 6 magical energy to say, and you can expend one of that magical energy to fly for probably up to 10 minutes, and even that, it would keep you afloat should you fall while flying. Along with this, you can also expend one of those to focus gravity around a creature and cause it to be pushed in a direction of your choice, somewhere from 15 to 20 feet, I don't know. And then you can expend 3 of the 6 magic to reverse gravity in a limited space.
How much is it?
This one is going to be 2,500 gold pieces.
Cool.
Just to recap, what else is there in the store?
There's also there are simple enchanted armors and weapons in the front of the store, all the way up to +2 of each. And then in the back, she has a dripping with ichor axe, a dripping with blood, like folded up piece of fabric, this amethyst lodestone, and I believe the
Sapphire sword.
yes, the specialty items.
How much are these potions here? Reasoning says. And what? Are they?
Depends. One of those is defined as a potion of possibility. It allows you to bend luck to your will for a small amount of time, a couple of times. She pulls out one of the silver-looking ones. This one seems a lot less silver and more just gray than the one she pointed to earlier, which is a potion of possibility. This one is if you need to. She makes muscles for a little bit. If you need to, for a small amount of time, this one will certainly do. This is a potion of, I believe, a cloud giant strength. Thus the floating fingernail within.
Gross.
Ew.
Yes, but undeniable effects.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait, do we have to drink the fingernail?
yes, it's required.
Oh. Yeah.
With your passive
Solera
insight,
steps
you can
away
tell
from the
she's joking.
conversation. Oh.
He's joking. He's joking.
I'm curious what a fingernail tastes like.
Do you know how many people bite their nails?
Do you not have your own?
Oh.
He raises his hand to his mouth.
And this is probably the most sought after item that I have created myself. I am one that likes to parley with dragons, whether it be in a friendly or non-friendly manner. And this happens to be from the result of a particularly nasty beast that we slew. She takes out a black vial. It is pretty black within, but even then you could still see the shape of a floating scale within. This is a potion of dragon's majesty, specifically for a black dragon. Drink this, and you'll turn into a dragon for 1 hour.
How much is the potion?
This potion will run you 7,500 gold pieces.
Fair.
How much for these healing potions?
Well, these are what I got up here in the front, but I also pulls out like a case of them. The normal ones will run you 50 gold pieces. The slightly better ones will run you, that'll be 200 gold pieces each. And for the best that I've got, which would be, I believe, superior, that would be 600 gold pieces apiece.
I only have enough for the regular healing one.
Perfectly fine. Business is business.
He'll hand over 20 electrum and 3 platinum.
Looks
You're part of the reason I think money is stupid.
right.
I know I'm the reason.
Closes her hand, and when she reopens it, it's gone, and she hands you the potion of healing.
That's cool. For emergencies.
It's cursed. It also does 2d4 plus 2 damage.
Bro, what the fuck?
Oh, that's kind of fun, actually.
No.
You get no healing. You just take 2d8
That's
poison.
what happens when you give her Electrum.
I can't help but notice you're not asking about these items, referring to the dripping axe and the dripping ball of fabric.
What they do?
Do you have things that don't drip fluids?
Well, they don't. It goes away, kind of.
Well, it's not going away. They're actively dripping right now.
I mean, look
on your wall.
this one, the axe, it does not impact the floor. See, it's though it.
Yeah, but if it was
appears-
on my back, I would feel it.
You wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would not impact your back. But-
What's it do?
It's strong. It as long as you're fighting things that aren't either made of metal or made of dead people, then it hurts them a little bit more. And on a successful expulsion or expiration of a creature that is not of those types, you get a little bit of bolstering power.
So when you kill a creature, we get 10 HP or something?
Sorry, what?
I'm asking God to explain it.
It's the blood axe.
Okay, it is just blood axe. Okay. Coolio.
And here we have, pointing to the one with blood, which is dripping. You can see she's laid down like a bucket.
See, that one's dripping.
Yes, but I promise you it's worth it.
I'm listening.
It's worth it. It's pretty fun.
Ed explains it in very flowery language, but it is a butcher's bib. Once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee attack with a weapon, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice. If you do so, you must use the second total. And your weapon attacks that deal slashing damage score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 on the d20.
I do slashing damage.
It's a very good item. It just can't. I've washed it so many times, the blood doesn't come out.
Is it supposed to come out?
Apparently, I guess it's part of the enchantment. I don't know. Whoever made this in the first place was rather gruesome.
Creative?
Sure.
Those can be synonyms in the right situation. Hammerfell, are you okay?
Yes, I'm alright.
Are you lying?
We've got all day. How much for better studded armor, and how much for that elven chain?
Are you referring to +1 or +2 style leather?
+1 studded leather, and might as well learn what +2 is, and then elven chain.
+2 would run you about 5,600 gold. +1 would run you about 1,600 gold. And the elven chain is being offered at a discount of 1,500 gold. If you get both, you will do 1,400 for the elven chain.
Okay, so
It would be 3,000 total if you got both of those.
3,000. And if we sell that stuff, I can
You'll get 400 gold back.
Yep, I can be able to. Actually, I'm actually only short about 100 if I give up my little vial.
If you got anything else to sell, and at that moment you hear a doo-doo as a completely blue colored tiefling, blue from head to toe and dressed in blue colors,
Celera startled.
enters and says, "Hello, yes, I believe I was called."
Alice's first thought is tacky.
Yes, I wanted you to check out the sapphire. Oh, sapphire was such a beautiful color. Sure, I'll take a look at it. Takes out a couple jeweler's tools and begins examining the sapphire that was placed. Right. Ooh. He's gonna make a jeweler's tools check.
Plot twist. He's actually not a jeweler. He's a sapphire specialist.
Yeah, this guy
Get-
only
'cause he's
does blue
blue.
things.
Dabba dee dabba die. He gets advantage on blue.
Right.
Advantage on blue.
It's worth
That's
about
good.
1,100 gold pieces. Right, well, good to know. And your services is done now, thank you. And he says, right. Hands like 5 gold pieces before he leaves. Remember, children, time is valuable. Walks out the door and leaves.
Sure. In that case, we can get it. You'll get my vial, and
Well, I do need to sell the sapphire at a profit, so I'm willing to offer you 900 gold pieces for it.
1,000.
Ooh, but for store credit?
Oh, for store credit, it would be 1,000.
Sure.
That's
Alright, so 1,000. Then I only lose 2,000, and we get it.
You get the elven chain and the +1 stud leather armor.
That's me in real life. I get advantage on blue, my favorite color. Alright, I will hand the elven chain to Celera.
We got the armor, Celera.
Oh,
That's-
Cynian, you didn't have to do that.
Might
Thank
as
you.
well
That's
have
very kind.
got a couple of stuff to make up. But I'll go change. Hammerfell, you can have my old leather if you want it.
Sure, I suppose.
I don't think it'll fit.
I mean, he does the. Never mind.
Magical resizing. It's fine.
There's a bit of a difference there.
Do you sell these then? She points to the door sensor again.
No.
Why
that's
the
not-
actual-
from a friend of mine. If you'd like to contact him, his name is Timothy Leonaise. He works just across in the weird technology building he's been building.
Could I set it to any area? Just like the spell?
Sure. Oh, you're referring to the alarm spell.
Yes.
Yes, except it works just infinitely, except off of the strange things that run these lights. You look up to the ceiling and see that the lights it's like kind of a chandelier or a candelabra, but instead of it having open flame, it is there are these strange almost teardrop shaped bulbs that are lit up from within.
They're batteries! They have batteries! They invented batteries.
That's cool.
No, what do you mean contributes most of the money? No, I did. I gave 2,000 gold pieces. Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Zach is tired of being underappreciated by his PC's actions.
I am. No, I'm joking.
No, get your credit. Get your credit where it is due.
That's fine.
I'll do it for you then. Someone tell Hammerfell thank you.
Nah, that's fine.
Thank you, Hammerfell.
That is close.
Know of any other places?
Any other places for what?
Any other places of business for magical goods, or this the only place?
As far as I know, I am the only one that sells items of this quality. I'm sure you could find magic items that are dubious at best in any back alley within Tinkodran, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Is that a
Can I-
threat?
Of course.
Can I... No, we're not going to waste it on her.
Do you know of any forges nearby? Anywhere that would perhaps purchase one of these, and you will pull out a rather large and fine-looking adamantine ingot.
Ah, wonderful. I know of. Well, also I can make use of that if you would like to sell it to me, due to the magical nature of adamantine. But
Oh, we
also,
can
if you're
compare
looking to
prices.
sell to a smith directly, they would be in the manufacturing ward, just southeast of sort of central downtown, which she's referring to this area over here.
I think I need, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I need 3 of them for, like, his job, his task, right?
Mm-hmm.
To
Redefine
forge the
given
weapon.
task.
And I have 13. I have
You have 13?
I have 17 ingots. On me.
Jeez,
That's so much.
Yeah. And they're weighing me down. And I
Are
do
they
use
weighing
them for
you down more than our stress does, or
No, nothing is heavier than that. He will, yeah, he'll say, oh, how much would this run for?
Could probably give you 800 gold pieces for this.
And for stock credit?
For stock credit, probably 900 gold pieces.
It's not bad. Is there anything any of you wanted?
the purple
nothing else
gem?
really.
How much was that again?
The purple gem?
6,000.
It was, yeah.
Well, perhaps we
Oh.
will come back another day. He will take the adamantine ingot, put it back in his bag.
Always welcome. Thank you all for your help. Thank you, M, for the referral. It's brought me a lot of business. Almost as much as I've lost on you. So, a very good transaction. She used to buy all kinds of magical items. They would always end up broken. How'd you do that? Listen, I'm not here to talk about my professional life. Think we're just gonna be going. That's alright with you. Perfectly fine, darling. Good luck to all of you. Don't get caught doing any crimes with my magical items, or I will be in trouble. Good luck.
You can be
Toss.
prosecuted for the things people do with the things you sell them?
I could get in trouble for selling them to people who are known for crimes, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really keep up that well with news from across anywhere besides Sudan, so you all look pretty powerful, and I know people who are powerful, including myself, are capable of teleportation. And you can
It's
travel
fun.
faster than news can get here. But you all look well enough. You have a righteous knight with you, so I imagine likely good people. Just
Definitely
a
not
warning.
guilty of treason.
Yeah, we're definitely
Sure.
not planning on committing crimes this very night. Why would you think that?
Just
I was
like a
just
little
gonna
bit of
say
crime.
that.
We're,
Jeez.
we're gonna kill a king.
As you all
She's
know,
gonna kill a king. Now that you
Elvarin appears right there!
says, bitch, what?
He ran the
This is
shop
what?
all along! A man wears many hats.
This is one of his side gigs away from his bitch ass kids.
They're all either dead or not in the house!
as you all exit the store, you begin wandering the trade back over to your meeting place, as the sun hasn't quite fully set yet. But something catches all of your eye, and you have to kind of do a double take because it seems out of place at first, and to tell you how rare this is based off of this being the first time you see it. You see a carriage that is not horse-drawn and seems to be operating upon its own. There is a driver of sorts. There is a strange, almost like a bicycle handle sort of contraption that this individual is using to control the 6 wheels of this strange vehicle. As it drives through, you could see
Wait, are we seeing a
this
car?
strange- something like that, like a strange fan in the back constantly whirring, and a strange receptacle, almost like a jar, that is facing directly into the fan that seems to be releasing air on a constant basis.
I'm rolling a wisdom check to
Please.
see if Solera is able to, like, do anything, actually.
Yeah, freaking
Because
turbine
this is,
cars. those
there are
should
so
not-
many things to look at, and she is very
If you-
distractible.
If you ride behind a turbine-powered car, you're gonna melt the front of your car. You know, unless it's like funny.
Swamp boat card. Your wisdom is 0. Makes sense.
Yes, yes, it is.
She was secluded away for like
Yeah, it's
the
like,
first
that makes
100
sense.
years
She
of her
has-
life.
Severe ADHD.
That sheltered elven girl with no where her surroundings. Yeah,
As
she
close
has
to
0.
homeschool as you could get without being homeschooled.
She got, well, her parents specifically did not want to homeschool her because they didn't want her around.
Imagine being so unpopular you can't even be homeschooled.
So Lyra was bullied at homeschool.
Shouldn't.
I was bullied in school, so we were
She was bullied at all the schools she went to. No, she only went to one school before she went to Luneth Academy. She was just tutored at home mostly. She likes books.
But you eventually make it back to the tavern. The sun appears to be setting as you get there.
Well,
I'm bored.
You're bored? There's so much here to look at. I've never seen anything like this.
It's interesting, but I don't know.
We could go to more shops and find out how some of these things work.
So you can sit
Oh,
there
that
and
would
set
be
us
strange.
off more.
What?
And he'll like make fun of like the hand motion thing she was doing to set off the alarm repeatedly.
I wanted to know how it worked. Probably shouldn't have done that in someone else's store. I still want to know how it worked. Why would they not just store the spell inside the box? Clearly something that looked that complex could have stored some kind of magic.
or maybe it doesn't need to. Did you consider that?
Maybe it's just a machine.
But how does a machine see things without magic?
Different kind of magic. Who knows?
I think I heard there's some guys in the arena that use weird technology to like kind of even the playing field when they're kind of weak. I think I heard them talking about it's like lasers or something.
What's a laser?
Whatever that
Looks
is.
at Signy.
That's
what I do.
It's what Cynian does.
That's what I do, for real, for real.
It's like
No, but, you know.
So it is magic.
No.
but it's powered by like water and wind and the sun, I think.
Can we go there? Can we go to where you fight? That sounds fun.
I don't think we have the time, but
Oh.
Yes, we really should be going.
I just don't see how a
Some of them
machine
look-
could do something that complex without magic. I mean, automatons have magic. That's how it works.
I do think Hammerfell is right. I think we should probably get going.
I agree with Hammerfell.
Sure. If it's
No,
about
no,
time.
no offense to you.
No,
Sorry,
no,
don't
no,
mean to
no,
offend.
none taken. I am distracted. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Sometimes we need a distraction. All right.
Thank you, someone understands.
Come on, and Harrenfell will get up and begin to leave.
Let's go.
Hammerfell will follow.
As you
Hammerfell will follow.
I will follow. Hammerfell.
M will follow Hammerfell. Samson.
We have to start using first names again.
No.
But
Hammerfell, comma Samson.
as you begin making your way down the paved path, passing a building, the larger of some, given how close you are to central downtown, you see another one of these horseless carriage. Except it appears to have a load of some kind of open to the world, not covered, like in a covered wagon. You could see what appear to be about 6 cylindrical tubes in the back, stacked one on top of the other, completely opaque and this dark brown coloration. The metal is dark brown and it shines, almost like a very dulled copper. The driver appears to be an individual in the working class. This appears to be some kind of job of his. This vehicle, whatever it is, has a strange symbol on the back that is of 3 intertwined gears. the one at the center being the largest, the one in the top right being a little bit larger, and the one in the top left being the smallest. And you begin. You see that as you make it to around this bend, it turns to go down this direction
The fuck was that?
towards
It
your
was
destination.
Are we dragging all of our tokens, or are we just going to do one token as the party?
One token as a party is probably a good idea.
Well, I have two of them.
But the
we're
vehicle
going around this way.
begins going this way, like sort of meet, and it begins going. Are you still heading in that direction?
Yeah.
All right.
We're following Samson.
All right.
He's in charge because he is both dad and he's the angriest right now.
As you
And
begin,
he has Francis, by the way.
all right, good to know. You see them as they eventually make their way to the center of the strange, as you have dubbed it, donut building that is made out of different colors of brass. There, you see the 6 adamantine Warforged Peacekeeper robot automatons. They kind of like look in the direction of the individual, almost like in a guard stance, but then something seems to click for them and they stand upright, almost at attention, and move aside. As the truck pulls up to the strange hole in the ground, you see it begins to... It rises up and an apparatus causes it to open. Where there is space, almost like a chute is open. You see this individual point over and talk to a couple of the automatons. Are you guys getting closer?
Yep.
You hear him say, "All right, gonna need help with this load. It's a bunch of heavy fucks. Gotta send them down like usual. Got it? Command process initializing," and they move over to the unhorsed strong carriage and grab one of these tubes, stick it into the strange cylinder that has come out of the ground, and after about 5 seconds of it sitting there, it is just pulled beneath.
That's where we need to go.
And as you are you continuing approaching, or do you not want to be seen by these individuals?
How far away are we from it?
You were close enough to hear them, so probably within like around. It's given that it's an echoey, somewhat empty courtyard, probably about 120 feet away.
We can get 4 of us invisible if we want.
Was the guy that was on the truck, did he get out? Is that like
Yeah.
a real person?
He got out and like talked to those strange automatons, and then they started picking the strange cylinders up and moving them. He's kind of just surveying now.
Do they seem like they could hold a body inside of each of those cylinders?
Oh, easily. Probably multiple. If this is Sinean's thought, it's like, how many bodies could you hold in there?
It's because they were talking about a kidnapping, so you know.
Can we see the cylinder?
Yeah.
Also, we've heard him say heavy fucks, and that's who we refer to people. So we can see the cylinder that they're using to suck down.
I'm sorry, you cut out for a bit of that.
Sorry. So, can we see? Is the thing that's still taking them down still visible?
Yeah, they've only put one in so far. They
I mean-
have 5 other cylinders they need to put into the machine.
Could we just not teleport to it?
I think
From
we could,
here.
but I don't think they'll care for that.
I mean, are they going to see us? Can't you just say like that distance, but like down like 6 feet where they won't see us? Already in the tube.
How wide is this hole?
What if it's not people, the tubing, and we die in the tube?
How wide is the what? The
How
like
wide
hole
is-
in the ground?
Yeah.
It's about 5 feet wide.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have a spell that can stop me from just falling to my death, and I can get back out. It's not hard.
Let's just find out what's in the tubes first before we make a decision about going into holes.
And then figure it out. I'm trying to get down. That's where we're going.
Let's see.
Are we fighting or not?
I mean, you want.
If we can avoid having to, I'd prefer so.
Can we?
But at the same time, this will be fun.
M looks at Hammerfell.
I could try to charm him for an hour.
And try to convince them to let us through.
Perhaps.
I mean, I can do that, but that's not what we're trying to do. Also, it won't work on the lovely automatons, probably.
Mine will.
Really?
Believe so. Yep. As long as they can be.
Alistair was referring to the fact that, mindless machines tend to not be that charmable. But it wasn't about them being humanoid or not.
Science was about being humanoid or not.
Hammerfell, what do we charge?
Well, they don't seem to be open for the diplomatic option. Unless if magic is involved, that might be the best option.
I mean, we can just manipulate their mind.
Yes, that could work. But the blunt option is always there.
If you want to do the blunt option, I'm fine doing the blunt option.
Oh.
I would prefer to at least try a non-violent option.
Yes, that's what however, that
I mean,
gives
they're
us
all kind of violent. I mean, taking over someone's mind is kind of violent.
Non-physically
At this point,
violent.
A second cylinder has been loaded and pushed down.
Okay, I'll do it. Because y'all are taking too long to decide yes or no for sure.
I'll join you if you want.
Oh, I don't need help.
I'll cast guidance on you and despite the pact. You're the best in Celestial.
Thank you. I mean, 120 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna approach.
You're just walking?
Yep.
Alright. Probably when you get about 60 feet, the individual who's loading the carts, a rather skinny young man with elven ears, sort of looks in your direction, begins walking, and gives you he swirls his finger in the air as if telling you to turn around. Shouts, I can't come over here.
Why?
Got official government business going on. Can't have anyone interfering with it, so I'm afraid I'm going to ask you to turn around and return to where you came from.
Well, I'm gonna ask you to come here. I cast command, but it didn't go through because I lost connection.
I was wondering, I'm like, did you lose? You die?
I vanished.
3.
Cool. So he's required to stop what he's doing and come away.
For 6 seconds, yeah.
Command the koi.
I mean, up to his movement, which I assume is 30 feet.
Yeah, he can dash. If that is what is.
Move that way by the fastest possible means.
Yeah, so he'll move over before you rush up and meet him halfway. He is within 5 feet of you before he shakes off the command and says, "What the hell? What have you done to me?"
Oh, okay. Fast friends.
Is that a save at all?
It is a
Another whiz save.
Wisdom save. Yes, it should be wisdom.
DC
Alright.
18, I believe.
DC 18 wisdom save.
19 on a
Oh,
straight
silver.
roll.
Silver
Mark.
bucks.
Make it again.
He's
You have
like,
advantage.
"No, I've learned your tricks this time."
Yeah, he fucking has.
Oh, he
my
has.
He rolled another 19.
Oh.
What's alarm?
I'm dimension dooring over to you, and I'm gonna bring Harrowfell with me.
This is gonna be a problem.
And-
Hairfell's
bots
on
go.
Francis.
Oh, yeah, I know. If the spell affects you, it affects It affects Francis. So that means if I dimension
Yeah,
door
but the
you,
dimension
Francis-
door can't dimension door large creatures. It's
Yeah,
a creature
it's a
your
spell-
size.
Yeah, I know. I'm targeting you to come with me.
I'm
but
turning
any spell that
invisible
affects
now.
You affects Francis. You see.
It breaks the rules. It totally
Yes.
fucking breaks the rules.
Sure. Yeah, why not? If
I'll
that works.
dimension door both of us in the middle of them. Get in
It
the
is
fight.
the reason why hasting a Pegasus mount is so good, because you and the
haste
Pegasus are
yourself.
both hasted.
You both are hasted.
Yeah.
drawing,
bots begin walking over.
drawing the gun.
Well,
Well, hopefully they can't tattle. How far away are the bots? Could I fit all of them in? How many are there? And how?
There are
how
6.
Could could I fit each of them in a 40-foot cube?
Easily.
Hi. I'm gonna cast slow.
All right.
oh, we have the same plan. Fist bump.
Oh boy.
Sonny does like the.
They get a different feat.
Sonny makes
they
like
can
a
get a different
motion like
Eldritch
he's.
Invocation. Alright.
I cannot pick one.
Sonny's
apparently.
making like a motion like he's turning a knob,
Keep
and
changing it.
Every time I pick
some
one,
of
I just get it
some
for free.
lights appear out of them and
Scoop.
into his hand
Infinite false
as he
light.
tries
Let's go in.
to
Or infinite detect magic. Also good.
steal their funny luck.
Alright.
Steal their time. Okay, cool. One passed.
Only one pass. So
They literally need a natural 20 to pass.
So, they go over, and there's just a gluk, 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 as you see them slowed, except for one, who is making its way towards you still. The alarm, which was originally really high pitched, is now.
Sunny will look to Elster.
I mean,
If I were you, I'd get the fuck out of here.
oh my god, why are you so whiny?
Tell them to stand down. Harfel
Be
will
my friend, damn it.
Make an
Kinda-
intimidation check.
level the halberd. Oh, it's a glaive.
I'll say
it's a
Alistair's
glaive.
helping you in this situation, so you can make it at advantage
cool.
as well.
Can I do it with strength by imposing on him?
Sure. Why not?
Is this because you have no
Nice.
more hammer fell?
It's because he has fucking 0 charisma.
But he has muscles.
True. So this is added advantage plus 4 plus gold. 22.
Alright.
Feeling
22.
yeah.
Right! Stop the alarm! Stop the alarm! The glaive is touching the end of his neck.
Oh, that works.
Oh,
Right. And what you want? I don't have much.
What are you
I can-
shipping?
What?
What are you shipping into the hole?
Tubes.
What's in them?
I don't know what comes in the tubes. I get paid like 2 gold every 4 weeks. What do you think of me?
it's like really specific.
Can we open one of those tubes?
Sure, I'd rather be fired than dead.
Oh, look at you. You're smart.
Sunny will approach one of them.
Alright.
We're in the middle of. We're still in like town, right?
Yeah.
This
Currently.
is
What's up?
like how populated is like this area of town at this time of day?
The area seems rather unpopulated. I'd say probably with your time here, strangely unpopulated.
You said relatively empty courtyard earlier.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
empty aside from
So-
these individuals.
No one will hear a gunshot, right?
They would, but it would be like, is that a firework or a gunshot or someone hammering something really hard?
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hard to tell, especially with how
Okay.
uncommon guns are.
Yeah. We'll aim for one of the tube, like aim for like a lid or something, and we'll try to pop it off.
As you begin hitting it, the adamantine peacekeepers stand up once again, getting ready to go. Say, no, I don't move, and they shut down again. As you shoot off the top, quickly erodes away at the middle, and you're able to pry open the tube. As you look down the tube, go ahead and just roll a d20 for me real quick.
Oh.
All right, you see what appears to be a several beds of hair from this angle. You see 3 beds of hair, and as you look further in, you can tell that there are 3 unconscious humanoids within here.
Oh, they. All right. I'm saying you're right, but you're right, Hemfell. Need to get in there.
Where does that take them? Do you know?
No. But what's in them?
People,
Right.
you're a trafficker.
I didn't know. I promise.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you're not really
Is
that.
there
Cartoons
a-
never come back, so don't recommend you go down there. But what are you asking, Celera?
If we've discovered that there are like people in here, I'm still visible, but like, can we? Are we freeing them when we're finding out this?
Yeah,
They're-
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get
Looks
them
like
out.
the lid's open now, and
Can we
Yeah.
pull them out?
there's
Are they
still-
alive? Like unconscious?
Yeah, they're
We're about
unconscious, but alive.
Find out.
I'll give each of
Yeah.
them a D6 of healing with
Alright.
a magical light. Signing will like snap at each of them, and a mote of light will float into them.
I will say that it doesn't appear to have an effect. They don't appear harmed. They appear.
Oh, I would only do it on the first one then.
Yeah, it doesn't have the effect, so you still have the other healing light. They don't
Mm.
appear harmed. They appear just in a catatonic state.
Again, can we get them out of the barrel before you start doing things to them?
Yeah, I'm
I'll get them out.
gonna be revisible and
Are you gonna open all the cylinders and do that?
help
Yeah.
with
Have
that.
you opened all of them? There are
We're not
four
gonna
more.
shoot them. We're not gonna shoot them all open, but
Yeah.
I will look.
I'm
into
gonna
them.
mage
There is,
hand
like,
open
a
it, the
lock.
others as fast as I can so that we can do multiple at once.
There is a lock on the front of each of these that you kind of superseded by shooting in the top, but it's on the front. Like if you stood the cylinder upright, it would be on whatever the front would be.
I was like,
There's
we'll
a
just
lock.
try it if we need to.
But you could totally break the lock. It seems to be fairly simple.
Yep.
If need be.
Yeah,
Break 'em.
Powerful will help do that.
Yeah.
He'll dismount Francis and say, "Keep an eye on him," and just like leave Francis staring this guy down, and we'll help breaking the locks off and getting
Alright.
people out.
Do we need to like keep him hostage? Can he just go?
You're my favorite.
I wouldn't say that.
It is good to have him around in case these metallic beings become unruly again.
Cost.
But yeah, you're able to get from this. There are 3 in each, so a total of 12 humans are dragged out, all in a catatonic state.
I'm gonna start
And each
trying
of
to
them?
like physically wake them up, like tap their shoulders and just like try and get them to not be catatonic.
It doesn't appear to have an effect.
In each of them, there's 3.
Yeah, in each of the cylinders.
All
Can we try to
humans?
recognize what has them unconscious? Does it appear to be magical in means, or
You could go ahead and make either a nature or arcana check.
I will help.
Are they all humans or are they different races?
or
They're
you said
differing races of
more
Huh?
help? You said, Delira?
Yeah.
So it's a 20.
Well, a 20 was enough for you to claim that it doesn't appear to be magical, but perhaps some kind of poison.
Ooh,
Don't
I might
mind.
have a spell for this. I will cast Lesser Restoration on 2 people.
nice.
All right. Those people, as you summon the power, motes of moonlight appear out from the strange broken mirror you found along this journey, and go into your shoulder and travel through your arm. You can see the moonlight pulse into them, and they.
We'll do that 2 more times with the. We'll subcast it.
Where am I?
It's
Hold on,
alright.
hold
It's
on.
alright.
You're safe now. What happened? What do you remember?
I'm gonna Lesser Restoration everyone else, the other 2.
Wait. So I would stop using magic if they're fine. There's no need to waste any more of our abilities. We
Well,
might need
they
that
sh-
for ourselves.
I went to the market. I went to the market, and I can't remember anything after that. What happened?
Someone has. We're not sure what they did, but you were taken. You are not anymore. It's alright, you're safe.
Where are we?
Do you live here?
Mm,
Here
in
in Tinkodran?
I mean,
Yeah.
Signing like points up to the weird donut.
Oh God.
You're here
we're
in the
not
center
supposed
of
to
town.
be here.
I suppose this is why.
I have to. I have a family. I gotta go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Go back
go
to your
home.
family.
Be safe.
Will you be
Oh.
alright?
I'm. We'll see. And just takes off bolting.
All right, into the weird hole, I suppose.
I said
Bro
let's
turned
go.
into
I was
a
gonna say,
robot
he's
sheep.
jump down there.
Oh,
So-
okay, you're jumping down in the hole. Okay.
I was about to be like, bye.
We
Oh,
do we just leave the other two here?
Tell one of the gods to stand guard, yeah, and make sure they don't die or get robbed or anything.
All right. Stand
Yes.
guard. Make sure they're all right.
Do we want? Sonia looked at everyone else. Do we want Tim to come with us?
I promise you, I won't be no help to you down there. I know nothing about what's going on.
Oh, then you stay up here.
Signing is, Reese is floating down the hole.
Bye.
I look back one more time at the two more unconscious people, but I'll go.
They're
And
just
who
point-
has been
oh, like
hanging
that.
back up till this point? Steps forward. Oh, guess the non-violence route is possible. Geronimo, and we'll jump down the hole. You're the last one remaining up here, I believe, Hammerfell? Unless you
Mhm.
jump down as well.
Yeah.
Can Francis jump
will.
down with him?
Francis can't fit.
Mm.
But
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
5 foot.
you can resummon them down there.
squeeze. He can squeeze.
We're
You
not
want to do
squeezing.
squeezing rules?
I got tied down the hole.
Yeah, he'll look to Francis and say, "Oh, keep an eye on them." And then you will jump down the hole as well.
It is not a pleasant experience. As soon as you are jumped in the hole, it's only like your air is ripped out of you in a vacuum, and you are being vacuumed very quickly down a series of tubes. Before it is tubes for a little while before it becomes pipe, opaque, and you fall for what feels like about 2 minutes, or you're not even sure if you're falling. You can't. It's difficult to tell whether you are upright, upside down, or laying down, or laying forward, while within these pipes, as you're constantly being moved around and tossed. Eventually, you are suddenly slowed. Alistair, the first one here, you enter into a cylindrical space in the ground, where it appears to be stone tiling. The walls are all the same coloration, all gray. There is a single iron door on the opposite wall with no window, and there appears to be an individual there. As soon as you get down, says, "What the fuck?" and pulls out a short crossbow or a light crossbow and is aiming it at you. You can see a halfling individual who has 2 of these metal tubes by his side. They appear to be the ones that were sent down earlier. He's pointing at you. Who the fuck are you?
Well, first off, that's a rather rude introduction, my friend.
You just came down my
just
pipe.
came.
You're not supposed to be here. There's not supposed to be people here. Unless, are they sending you down by yourselves now? The light crossbow is pointing at you. Are people volunteering for this now? What the fuck?
Am I in a hole? I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Where am I? Am I standing in front of this dude?
You're standing in front of this dude in a cylindrical space that appears to be meant for receiving the bottom end of these cylinders. You're standing in that space. It's less of a hole and more of a divot that is fitted to the bottom of these canisters.
I mean, we're just gonna step out.
Don't move.
That's really not a good idea. Also, I have more people coming, so we should probably get ready for that.
What do you mean more people? And then Reezy. What are you
Oh,
doing?
there's a
Pulls out
guy.
another light crossbow.
He's got 2 of them?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna stop with that.
At that moment, everyone else just sort of falls down, and you guys kind of entered in the same space, so you go.
We fall in?
Well,
Yes,
it's like
we're
you
going down a tube.
you float down in, and then the next person immediately floats down, and all their weight is upon your shoulders.
Rizzy
The next person
floats.
floats out.
Rizzy floats out. It's like,
Celera, probably her spine just snaps. I have -1 strength.
No, you just sort of fall to the ground. What the fuck
Celera
is
is
going on here?
paralyzed.
Rizzy's like, and he's gonna telekinetic shove him into the wall.
Okay, oh my god,
You
you're
shove him
acting
into
so
the
bad.
wall. He hits. You see his head impact the back of the wall. And
He needs to make a strength save.
Oh, okay, I suppose. Watch me cast this one.
Oh, cool. Takes 12 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that seems to knock him out.
Recently will then go over and try to stabilize him.
All right, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Medicine.
On the bright side, that is just enough. On the bright side, there is 2 light crossbows on the ground now.
So I had questions, but I see we're doing it this way now.
Does there seem to be anyone else coming? Are there more guards?
He was making a loud racket, and now there's no loud racket.
There is no
let's try to
guards
be
at the
fast.
moment. There are 2 other canisters in here that one of them appears to have a key inside of it, but not quite open.
I used the key to open both of them and get those people out.
All right, you open the door of both of them, and the individuals just sort of fall out onto the floor, unharmed, but like no longer standing.
How?
We need to get moving. We can't just wake them up all in here and it'll cause
But we
a
can't
big
just leave
ruckus.
them in here to be taken again.
We can. We're
okay,
in the place they're
Salira?
being taken, Salira.
Alira, they'll be fine. This is where they're being taken anyway. Unless you know how to get them out, you're just going to cause more panic.
Yes, and that makes our job harder.
They're
You
being.
see how they woke up there? See how he woke up and he freaked out? And he was like in the town he knew? Yeah, let's not do that down here, please. I know you're just trying to help, and I agree with you. I wish we could wake them up. But we have
Alright.
other things to Hammerfell,
Yes.
how did you track your mother last time we were here?
Well, I have a spell that can detect where she is. Can detect where anyone is, really, but I cannot do it today anymore.
Okay, never mind then. Well, there goes that option.
We need to find the rest of them.
Of course. One way
Well,
forward.
I mean, yeah,
Guys, I think this thing is still on.
What
thing?
is?
You see, there's still a bit of air coming, being forced up, but also coming down from this tube area. I think it's still up there.
Is there a panel or something or with buttons on it? Reason you'll go and like inspect the apparatus.
With your passive perceptions, there appears to be a pretty large panel, but there appears to be 2 larger buttons. One of them is accept, the other one is reject.
Reject.
You hit the reject button, the air stops flowing.
All right.
Eventually, you
Well-
see the hole into the ground.
Oh, question. Is Francis within 1,000 feet?
He is.
I will ask him, is everything alright?
You will get the message back that the individual, the guard, has passed out, but all the other robotic guards are still standing, serving as protection. There's also no other individuals entering this area.
Interesting. I will tell him to tell me if anything changes. And
There's a
Yes.
door forward, I suppose.
There is an iron door. There does not appear to be a handle on it.
Reason
So what's the plan before we start touching things?
well,
I mean,
we
try
begin
to
to
find-
explore, try to
yeah.
find people.
So we're just gonna walk around.
I mean,
Not
you
exactly
got,
What
Nope,
else are we
girl.
going to do?
got any better idea? Coming down a hole? You jumped in
I mean,
fast.
looks at. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm used to this. I'm talking about like we're not the stealthiest crew. Do you have any like magical assistance?
I
mean,
can,
I can make.
turn some of us invisible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we should be as careful as we want. I mean, unless you want to just have to like possibly slaughter people, in which case I'm down. But
Harrenfall glares at Alistair. Try to avoid killing anyone, even if they are involved in this. Just
yeah, that's what
That's
I've
good.
done. That's what I did earlier.
the unconscious guy.
I mean, that was my fault. Sorry.
No, that is fine. He is still alive.
Yeah,
And,
I not hurt him, but you know whatever. He just glare at me. Anyway,
if you see any of the automatons, we can try to tell them to stand down. idle mode, I believe you said. Perhaps I'll try that. And if that doesn't
I
work,
mean,
then
I can sneak ahead a bit. I'm sneaky if you didn't know.
I mean, same.
Perhaps
I,
you could
I
act
could just
as
turn
a-
into a fly.
Lookout?
All right. Well, if you can turn into a fly and somehow signal us from a ways away.
sure.
I can turn some of us invisible, if that would help.
That would be an amazing option if we could not be seen. Because as of right now, no one knows we're here. I think maybe, hopefully,
Yes.
minus the dude being thrown into a wall.
I mean,
That makes noise.
I figure there's,
But-
so many other things that make noise down here.
Yeah, that's the assumption.
So, who cannot make themselves difficult to see? If you are turning into an insect,
I am kind of big. I don't know if that might be not great. I'm not the quietest.
I can turn you invisible and Sir Hammerfell and myself. I suppose it's just signing it. Do you want me to do it, or do you have another plan?
And Reasony.
Oh.
I
Reasony?
mean, yeah. There's two of them.
Damn.
Reasony's like, and me.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
here too. Yeah, I mean,
He's standing behind me.
I've got no way to. The 5'10" goblin is standing behind the 5'1" half elf. I mean,
No, I said he's standing
can-
behind me.
yeah,
I don't know.
I cannot make myself invisible. I mean, I can, but I can't do it to all of us. I can only do it to. I only got one more of that today, or two more of that today.
Okay,
so,
well, we also
at
have a whole
least
lot of time.
without a rest. So
I just
No,
need to
fast.
know who needs to be under the spell, because I can do up to 6 people, but that will be a lot of power.
I can
so-
do 4, and you get the other 2.
Alright. And I will, when we're ready, cast invisibility on myself, Em, and Samson.
I will cast guidance on myself first before that
Yeah.
happens, because
And
if you
signing-
cast spells, well, invisible
signing-
goes
Before
away.
you do that, there is still a door that has no handle.
Yep.
A big iron door. that has no
Reasony will
Ooh.
try to approach and, with telekinetic hands, try to see if it slides one way or another. Up, down, left, right.
handle. It does not.
If we increase it to 200 pounds, up, down, left, right, does it move 210 pounds?
It does not, but you're kind of testing the tensile strength of the metal
Mhm.
at that point.
Yeah, we're just trying to see if it seems like a door or what
Try to
way
push
it
it
may
open?
move. Yeah, try to open the door then. Push.
If you push it, it'll, with the 200-pound force, it'll begin. You can feel it like beginning to slide. You kind of have to ease up near the end to make sure it doesn't slam up against whatever wall there is, but it does push open. As it opens, you can see that there is a handle on the opposite end, and there is a small hallway that appears to have no doors off to any side except for at the end where it meets a bend and immediately goes right.
Well, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
And Harfel will lead the way. Still loud in armor, but will
Reasony floats
be
above the ground.
as quiet as he can.
All right.
We'll start going down the hallway.
Who should lead?
Probably
I
you
can lead,
guys,
I'm
because
pretty
you're
strong.
observant. Or, okay.
Or
I mean, I can be second, so that way.
And Harfel's already going first.
All right.
okay,
If the hallway's 10 feet wide, I don't know.
it's 5
Mhm.
feet wide.
Okay.
You begin.
Why do I check
walking-
Signing's passive perception? It
Walking
just makes
down.
me laugh, anyways.
As you
Yeah.
begin walking down, the temperature kind of begins to slowly increase. Not to extreme amounts, but enough that you notice. Sweat starts to bead at your skin as you continue your way down. There's, after the bend, there's a single door off to the left that is likewise, or not likewise. It appears to be likewise in the way that it is a very heavy metal door, but this one does have a handle facing the hallway, And then there is another door on the opposite end of the room, which is different. This one is actually has bars across the window. Same iron material, but it itself appears to have a rather large, safe style wheel handle unlock and lock.
Does my 23 passive perception pick anything up? Anyone talking through these doors or anything like
You
that?
can hear the sound of almost like a familiar sound to you of forging, metal upon metal, hammer upon anvil. As you awaken your day down, the heat also feels familiar. There's a smell of sulfur, coal, and smoke within the air.
Just a forge. We'll try to open the door with the normal handle. I believe that was the first one on the left.
The first
you
one?
said?
That one is just locked normally.
Is there a keyhole?
There is.
There is a key here. Or a keyhole.
I assume I took
we
the
get a-
key from the cylinders.
Yeah, a key from that guy. Does that open this door?
We could try this
In
one.
fact, does as you put the key in.
Let's go.
You enter in there, and there is the immediate smell of like copper metal blood. As you
Well, it's
look
not
within,
dead bodies.
there appears to be many surgical tools, a surgical bed. The bed appears to be stained with different kinds of blood,
There it
and
is.
there appear to be many tools within here, almost tools that you wouldn't even use for like surgical purposes. There are clamps. There are like tools for sewing garments. There are tools for stretching garments.
So for malpractice purposes.
Yeah, and there appears to be this blood, but also there appears to be a strange other purple liquid.
What happened here?
Concerning.
Currently unoccupied though.
Oh, thank goodness. There's nothing in here but this stained bed and...
Another
Yeah, it appears to be there is not. It appears to be a surgical room.
Oh, okay.
Reasoning
Like that is
will
its
go
purpose.
over to the spin lock door.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it's like a safe door or something.
Yes, but there is a window that has like 4 bars in it that you could look through if you like.
He will peek through invisibly.
All right. As you look through, you can see what appears to be the top of something large extruding out of a pentagonal hole in the ground. You could see it appears to be fairly dome-shaped, very almost a rusted metal, as it is individuals hammering down onto it. There are several individuals in this room. Many of them seem somewhat meek, not in the best of states. However, what's your passive perception?
12. Is this the freaking song from
This
Robots?
is the fucking Robots movie.
There's a
God damn it. Oh my god. We've been falling into this trap forever.
But
Isaac fucking loves this song.
You know how many things I based on songs I like in D&D? Let him do it.
True. I'm not complaining. I'm like, is this that song? Is this the one?
Let him live his best life.
I'm not complaining or laughing. It's just funny to recognize.
yeah. Other than the meek individuals, you could see, you can feel the heat coming off of a forge somewhere. You see pipes that are built into the ground that go into the middle, where you can see little bits of smoke escaping, not quite being fully carried by these pipes. There are ambles that surround this strange contraption, whatever it is they're building. And you can see on the opposite side of the room there is another door.
Is there a
Little bit,
gap? Is there a tiny gap in the door anywhere? Like in the floor, the wall?
There's one in the window that you're looking through.
Sunning will put Spider Alistair on the window.
All right.
Spider stare.
Yay.
Spider stare.
Spidey's.
Spider stare.
Spider stare.
All right.
I mean, he'll
you're
go in.
Sat there. All right. You begin crawling. Are you a smaller spider this time around?
He's the little dancing spider. He's always the little dancing
Yeah,
spider.
he's always like the size of a thumbnail spider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's always tiny.
Then you're crawling
in a
around in
web.
here.
Because he has the intelligence of a spider.
Begin moving around. You can see there are Along with the meek individuals that occupy this room, there are 5 of these adamantine peacekeepers within. Looking around this machine, you can see that there is a bit of orange energy that is seeping upward from the borders of this pentagonal hole that you can't quite see down unless you choose to go into it, which that's your choice, but there is the large dome that is extruding out of it, which the workers up here, there is one individual that kind of has a resemblance to Hammerfell. Or there are 2 individuals that have a resemblance to Hammerfell.
We're going.
Let's go get him!
to-
Let's go get him!
We're gonna make our way towards them. He's gonna clarify before he starts getting one freaked out.
He's a little spider. Sonya's like, he's gonna open this door any minute now.
I'm working on it.
You start making your way. You see 2 women. One of them appears to be older, probably around her 60th year. And then you see a rather young woman, probably in her early 30s. They both appear to be hammering upon to this. They're trying to make sure the shape of the sphere is correct. There are some imperfections that they are currently hammering out. They are kind of whispering to one another, but otherwise are hard at work as they kind of stare daggers at the adamantine peacekeepers that surround pretty much everyone within this room.
We are going to. They're working on a bench or something, right?
No,
A
they
sphere.
are working on a strange dome that is extruding out of the pentagonal hole in the floor.
Okay. I was trying to figure out where are they physically? Okay,
Near the
because
center of the room.
I'm fairly certain I can't use my telepathy because that's not on the spider stat sheet.
True.
Yeah, you cannot.
It's the demon core. Oh shit! Oh fuck.
we're
Oh
Get the
no!
screwdriver.
we're going.
That's exactly what you should not do! That was the
screwdriver keeps
whole
it
point of
safe.
what happened with the demon
It keeps
core!
us-
So we have 2 options here.
Mhm.
Either we unpolymorph and be like, "What's up, Meredith?" I assume, or we crawl back. The issue is, well, I have my personality, so basic stuff is whatever. Is he smart enough to think of that right now to go back? My
you
guess
do
is
have the
like
intelligence of a
A
spider.
2?
Make
My
an
int is-
intelligence check.
Say, can
My
I make an
int is
intelligence check, but with it's -4?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the DC will be like 10.
This could not go wrong.
It could.
It
Oh.
did not go wrong.
Yeah, you. The little bits of remaining intelligence that are granted by both your natural intelligence and that of the item left to you, like still claw at the back of your mind, and as you think about the ideas, that one seems more reasonable.
Yeah.
Spider
gonna-
brain?
Slowly make our way back to the door, because remember, we are like an inch long. So
it takes a while.
it's gonna take him like 10 minutes to cross a room. And you'll see the little spider emerge at the top
Try to
of
open
the
the
door.
door. Or at least check it.
Check the door.
Checking the door. It appears to turn either one way or the other. You can, you know that most of them open left.
Mhm.
But you're just opening the door as is.
Yeah, we'll test to see if it'll
Yep.
rotate.
It will rotate left. Yes.
All right, sure, we'll open it.
All right. As the metal door opens, everyone inside goes to look at you, gives you a weird look. But then the adamantine peacekeepers,
I do be invisible.
We are
Okay.
all invisible.
the door is open.
Yeah. Sunyan's gonna sneak in.
There's a small confused spider that was trying to climb the door.
It gets stopped. No.
Sunyan will.
All right, Harmful will step in and step off to the side.
I don't.
Sneak? Can I sneak?
Are you? What do you mean sneak?
Stealth? May
I mean, you're not
may I
seen. Where are you stealthing
Yeah.
from?
Like you're in,
Like trying to be quiet as
you're
I make
invisible,
my way
right?
forward. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Can I start trying to do a spider dance to get their attention on the ground when they start doing stupid shit?
Sunyan sees spider dance.
Notice me. He is a bright colored spider.
Sunyan's gonna pick Alistair up off the ground
All right, nice.
and put him on his shoulder and
Bloated.
try to
He's gonna
sneak
gesture
around the.
Toward Hammerfell's parent or mom.
And
He's trying to gesture towards the direction.
unfortunately, she is on the opposite side of the room beyond the dome.
Yeah, he'll begin to sneak his way over there. For some reason, he just floats inside the room.
One of the meek looking individuals, a hobgoblin, says, "Did it tell us there were ghosts here?" They look toward the open door,
Did they tell us that?
bolt towards it.
Oh, they're all leaving? Excellent.
One of the individuals is like bolting towards it. As soon as they get in the direction, one of the adamantine peacekeepers just
Hammerfell's
turns around.
Do
Uh-oh.
not step close to that person. Like as they're running, kind of in between the adamantine guard and them.
The adamantine guard is preparing to attack, and the dude just hits like almost like a brick wall. Just what the? And the thing goes for an attack, which I'll say for the sake of it, you're easily able to dodge, as it's just whoosh. It's not aiming for you, as it just looks from left to right. Please return to your workstation. Then it goes up to the door and goes to the other side, closes it, and you hear the wheel turn.
Oh no.
Didn't know they had magic.
He's gonna walk close to one of them,
All right.
and he's going to whisper, "Idle mode." Say that.
It doesn't appear to have an effect. It turns in your direction.
If anyone saying the phrase would work, that'd be a fatal divine.
That would be a very failed design, but you know,
good try though.
yeah, you gotta test it out.
It talks
gotta
to,
be
to
some kind
the
of hierarchy.
hobgoblin. Prisoner 235, what did you say? I didn't say anything. Please return to your workstation.
The reason he's making his way
Yeah,
to mom and
you're-
sister.
You are able to see the individual, the older and the younger. At the feet of these individuals, there does appear to be a glyph. Your passive perceptions are able to spot that. Every now and then it just flashes.
Okay.
It was underneath the hobgoblin, but they were able to run away as well.
Signing looks at.
Are they in manacles and
spider.
stuff? Because that's where the hobgoblin was.
They're not.
Yeah, like I think they're being held captive by the robots, not by chains.
Funny and just like whispers. He'll back away so he's not like whispering right next to them. Just be like, "Should we just get rid of him?" He's talking to Spider
Alistair.
Yeah,
Can a spider shrug?
it's got the appendages to do so.
Yeah. I mean, because he's not invisible, as far as I know.
What do we? You know what? Fuck it. Damn it. He's
Well,
flash the gun.
we're tap.
Look at the spider.
Tap, 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 tap.
Spider tap. We're gonna look around. Where's Reesney?
He's
He's invisible. Everyone's invisible. You can't see anyone.
So he's just guessing which one's holding him. That's even better. He's like, he doesn't know who's holding him. Actually,
Well, he was.
no. He heard Signing's
I mean, you
voice.
can tell how tall they are by how tall up the ground they are, and Signing's
I'm just 1
by
inch
far
tall.
the way shortest.
My depth perception is fucked.
Yeah.
You have 8 eyes. What do you mean your
He
depth
also
perception
has
is fucked? You have the better depth
spider
perception.
spider intelligence.
Well, the-
Measuring the difference
Ooh.
between 5'1" and 5'10" is not easy.
What intelligence is who? If a spider could sigh, it would. And Alistair's going to drop polymorph.
Oh. Okay. Are you invisible at all?
He had already polymorphed and moved away when they were casting the spell, so
So yeah, no.
no.
you would not
Also, he hasn't got off of Signing's shoulder yet.
Fall off his shoulder.
We're gonna try to land on our feet. So I'm technically
Yeah.
falling. Technically.
Yeah, but you don't take fall damage. As you appear, three of the adamantine peacekeepers nearby say, "Halt!" and immediately
Initiative?
start approaching.
He's gonna put up a shush finger to Signian.
At that moment, everyone will roll initiative. We're gonna go to break. You can roll
Whoa,
initiative
map.
at any point during that. Green borders are the people you recognize by